again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to be taken down down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers.
For the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
5-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On 1st down, Darnold. Open man is Noah Brown.
Darnold's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2nd down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Complete to Le'Veon Bell. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bears first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run on first down. Patterson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Number 14.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
Their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Complete to number 86. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
57, hey, pick your game up. 57, Mike, 57. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
By the Bears.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete.
Darnold's pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That's complete to Butler. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll run forward Montgomery. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And it is up.
It is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Panthers 3. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Good.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 4 yards remain for second down.
Kill. 19 Tiger.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 31.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Three yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the throw there gonna be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. off of play action. Darnold. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 23 yards the pickup there.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Christian McCaffrey on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
30-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Play fake, and it's Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin picks it off. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The 46-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
15-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
I think people watching this one right here gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds.
On the play by Kyle Fuller.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Number 19. A gain of 15. And the Bears first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One last throw now for Darnold. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.